Hey there, Mac users and Mac Automators. This is Bakari Shivanu with Mac Automation Tips. Hey, I'm back with another video about 3 similar bookmarking apps that I want to talk to you about and why I like them and which one I like the best. So stick around and check it out. So I am a hoarder of bookmarks and notes. And so like a lot of you, I am that, and I've been doing that for years. And I've come across 3 apps that I really, really like. And I want to talk about why I like them and why I'm also disappointed. So let's go to the first app here. In this app, this is MyMind, and you may have heard of it. It's been around for a while, and I'm just now kind of reviewing it. I started using it this last month. And so I've been using it about a month, and I paid for the full-time subscription. What I like about this app that it's a beautiful kind of gallery of things that are in my mind, things that I really like and care about. And so as you can see right here, these are some of the buttons that goes to it: books, articles, YouTube videos. These are just, a few examples of the tags that are in there. So mainly you just kind of share, items to MyMind using the Chrome extension, or you can do it on your iOS share button, right? And so here you get this kind of gallery of wall of text, and you see all the things that I've saved here. I'm up to about 453 right now within a month. And so I'm always like, if I'm just kind of browsing through stuff and I just want to keep it because it's something that I'm, really, really like or what have you, I just save it in my mind, right? And like, one of the things right now, I'm thinking about getting one of these kind of used copies of or the used product, what they call Vision Pro, right? And so I've been looking at that, and so like you can click on this, and so this right here takes it to the Apple Store where that is, and I think it's Apple, or maybe. No, this is another website. It's called MacProLM.com, where they have it on sale for $2,499. But anyway, that's besides the point. But anyway, so basically, when you have this, you save it as a card, right? And it goes to that particular, URL. But you also can look in here and then click on the tag, and you'll see that tags. These are other tags that I've saved on this as I'm considering. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. Here's another price for eBay, which I know this bid has probably gone up by now. But anyway, so this is how you do that, and you can click it here, and same thing here. Let's go to this one. I love saving. I'm a web designer as well, so I love saving. Different inspirational web pages. So I save those as well. Now, what the MyMind does is it does have automatic tagging, and that's pretty useful if you just kind of if you can't figure out what what you saved or where you saved it. But a lot of times I find that I have to put in my own tag because of why I want to save it. Not just allowing the AI to do it, but because it doesn't always know why I want to save a particular bookmark. So you still have to do that, and you can add the tag at the point of saving. So that's really great. So you don't have to, wait until you get back into the app in order to add the tag. So that's really useful there. And then you can create, all these different spaces here and do it that way, and look up spaces. You can look at these things called, these albums. Here's some of the albums that I've saved. I'm a big jazz fan. And so basically, and then, in these right here are, I guess, tags, and they get put up here. You can't put which ones you want. I think they change kind of often, right? And so you can just click on those and do that way. But the thing of it is with, kind of MyMind, that's pretty much the level of organization that you have inside of MyMind. That's not too much. Besides the spaces and the tags, you don't really have any other way of organizing. And I know the idea of it is to not clutter the user interface with folders and a sidebar and all of that. But I'm worried the fact that I have all these tags, and I'm at, again, like 450 something. And what is it going to look like when I use this for a year or 2 years, when I got 2,000, 3,000 saving, items saved in here, and what am I going to do with it? How am I going to make productive use of this, right? So I'm still kind of trying to figure that out, right? I love to look at this on my iPad, for example, and it's kind of like my own little algorithm, if you will. I love looking at it, but I don't know what specifically I'm going to do with it. Now, there's another app that's similar to this one, and let's switch to this one. This one's called Spaceduck. And Spaceduck has a similar thing. Let me go to this one right here. And you see it has, you can, save all your, your bookmarks to this, or you can save images or what have you, videos, those kind of things. You can save it to this, right? And it also has spaces. It does not have the visual spaces, but you can create spaces for the kind of work you did. And what I decided to do with this was to use it just for my website, web development, resources, right? Because a lot of times I've had a lot of those bookmarks inside of Arc web browser, which I'm in right now. And it's just too much to manage, even though Arc web browser is really great about having pinned documents, pinned URLs and folders. And also it has its own kind of spaces, if you will. I still feel like that is not the best way for me to save a whole bunch of bookmarks. So this one is, does that. And then it also, let's go back to this one. Basically also what it does here is what Spaceduck is trying to do as well is create this the way to create a managing your bookmarks or the items you save, and creating kind of a like a Kanban board or what have you, where you can create the way, you can turn these Kanban boards into any way you like to use them, review, try it, did it, or, to do, in progress, done. You could, create your own categories for this. And so what what it's trying to do is, makes it a way to help you with your productivity, right? It helps you to make it's more of a practical way of saving a lot of items and not just having this long list, right? Of long gallery of stuff and not being able to do anything with it. And then you have your favorites here. You can put them in here, on the side here, and you can do that. So there's a lot more to this, but if you notice, sadly, Spaceduck, I got an email yesterday from Spaceduck, and everybody else did too, that they are discontinuing the application. And this one is the one that I really like the most, unfortunately, and I'm very surprised that it will be being discontinued. And I wanted to use it because I wanted to use it even more so than, MyMind, because I could have some way of kind of creating some kind of productivity with it, right? Some kind of, management of a better management of the things that I put inside of it, right? And you can, and this is what I really feel like, I hate to see this go. And that's the reason why I thought I'd just go ahead and do a quick video about it, because I want to talk about the fact that we're spending, most of us, who subscribe to these types of apps, they spend a lot of money now. A lot of these apps now are becoming like on average, in between $9 and $12 a month, right? And so when you're doing $12 a month, it's like $140 something a year. And when I pay that amount of money, for this, I want to get a lot out of an app. And so basically if I use, MyMind, which is great, it doesn't solve a lot of other kind of needs and problems that I need to face. I need to be able to use this as a task manager as well, right? And so that's the reason why I was so hopeful about, Spaceduck, and I'm just really sad to hear it go. I know these guys, the people that put this together, put a lot of work into it, and I wish they could sell it or something and keep it going somehow. But let's go to one more kind of bookmarking tool, and this one. And let me see if I can. Let me just try to get a background here. Okay, and this one right here, and I hope you can see that. Put it right here. Okay. So this one is called DoubleMemory, right? And it's the same kind of thing. You kind of go through and you can save, bookmarks to this, and it just keeps going right here. And I probably have, I don't know, maybe at 100 or so of that. And then basically, you have to manually save this. Manually save tags to your item. So it does not have AI tagging right now, but the developer is working on that. But what I like about this app a lot is that I can reach this app from my menu bar. So I can use a keyboard shortcut to bring it up from within any application, right? And that's really convenient. So a lot of times, if I'm on my iPad and, I'm lying in bed or whatever, and I just want to remind myself to look at something the next day or what have you, or, if I want to just quickly be able to grab, something I saved, I put it a lot of times into DoubleMemory now, right? Because I know I can get it from the menu bar, and I can also do a search up here, really quickly, and it will bring up the item I'm looking for, right? And so it's very, very quick, just like the same way that MyMind and Spaceduck were. You can do really quick searches from the search field right there. And so this is the one thing I like about it. The second thing I like about DoubleMemory is that you can buy it for, a lifetime subscription, which is, I think it was like $55 or $59. And so I've already purchased it, and, it's done. So it's, unless the developer brings something new onto it and starts charging some other kind of subscription, this is already paid for. So if I stop using MyMind, right, and now of course Spaceduck is being discontinued, I still have DoubleMind and I can still keep using it. And I wish it had some other features in it, but right now it's really convenient and fast because, again, I can use a keyboard shortcut. But if you know me, I use a Better Touch Tool finger gesture most of the time to trigger it open, right? I didn't do it this time, but that's what I normally use to bring it open, right? And so that's like I kind of do it. You know me, I do that with all my applications. I always use, Better Touch Tool or Keyboard Maestro, those kind of things to get at things that I need to do. But anyway, those are the three kind of apps, these kind of visual bookmarking apps that I'm kind of a visual person when it comes to bookmarking. I don't mind reading and things of that sort, but I like to have the visual because to me, it feels a lot quicker. But, you might want to try one of these out. Each one of them, well, I think, we know Spaceduck is gone, but DoubleMemory and MyMind both have a trial, so you can, I think, what is it? MyMind has like a month trial maybe, and then DoubleMemory has the same thing. And so you can try them out if you think they're useful to you. I find them very useful as a way to quickly save items in there. But I do hope that, MyMind does add more features if it can, or maybe add a pro version, if you will, for people who want something a little bit more robust in a way to organize things, and then keep keep another version kind of simple for people who just don't need all that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If this is your first time, definitely subscribe. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. The more you give me feedback, the more I will put out more videos. Okay. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.